Yeah, that's right. I'm keeping the lights on. Look, I'm Daryl Webster. Daryl is a service, also a creator on a couple of other shows. I work with a group called Regarding 365. I tweet and talk about technology, Microsoft technology, devices and things like that. I'm a small-time creator in terms of YouTube content, but I enjoy a small audience. And these recent changes to the YouTube partner channel, I was panicking a little. I thought, well, what's going on here? What am I going to lose? What am I going to miss out on? But I am not panicking so much now. Look, I've had some discussions with people over Twitter. I've done a bit of research. Now, what was my first reaction when I saw this? Because what everyone was talking about was the likes of, oh, we're going to be missing out on the monetization. We've got to reach this new threshold, whatever that is. I think it was 4,000 hours of watched video per year and at least 10,000 subscribers. And so those are some pretty high values for an average little creator like me to be able to attain. And there was a lot of panic around those figures. That, oh, okay, well, what does this mean? That means that I can't make any money out of it, and potentially, because I won't be part of that program, that I'll be missing out on some of those partner features. So those were my two questions that I was thinking and sort of grasping with. And that's where I sort of come up with the thought, really, that should YouTubers, should we stop creating content purely because we might lose our monetization? That was my first position as I was thinking about this change and what it affects me. So I'm not into YouTube because I want to make money. I'm not here to get famous. I'm not here to make a living out of it. I don't rely on YouTube to help me keep the lights on. I have a day job, and it just so happens that I can mix the kind of things that I do in my day job with creating content on YouTube. So I'm not looking for monetization. And look, sorry YouTube, to be honest, I haven't monetized any of my videos except the ones that you've found to hear something that is copyright material in the background and said we're going to monetize that. That's the only ones that I have monetized. I'm not into popping ads up onto my channel. Does that affect my content and how it appears in your search results? If I am using monetization, does that mean that people are going to come across my content because it has some kind of paid promotion attached to it? And does that mean that my channel is more discoverable and therefore I get more subscribers and more of an audience? So these are all the sorts of questions that I'm grappling with, and I'm thinking, look, maybe I should be monetizing. Maybe I should be trying to get an audience because by being able to attach ads to my content. And now, because of the YouTube partner program limits that are coming in on the 20th of February, that will be harder for me to attain. So this is the other question that small-time YouTube channel owners are grappling with. How easy is it going to be for them to get to that point where they are a partner on the partner program? Do they still have access to the features that are going to help them get there? Things like customized thumbnails, things like being able to go live. And so I was grappling with all these questions, so I'm working through it. But really the first point that I wanted to make was I'm not in it for the YouTube dollar. I'm in it to create the content. I love the platform. I love what it does. And I also, I'm keen to see some changes there and some improvements because there's a lot of competition out there. Facebook have got a far more engaging way of commenting on the videos because the comments stay there and they all stay in the timeline and you can play them back. There's all sorts of things that can be improved on the YouTube channel, but I'm not leaving it. Not that it's a great big loss to Google and YouTube because I'm not earning the money. But look, what I want to say is, look, don't let that sway you or lower your content quality just to try and get those subscribers, to get those watch hours. We don't need to all become like Logan Paul and create crap. Look, okay, I'm going to say it, and a lot of people agree with it, but this is just my personal opinion. I want to create quality, or at least something that I know my audience is interested in. I'm not there just to make a fool of myself. Well, I do that anyway, but entirely to try and get millions of views every episode. So don't lower your quality of your content just to try and get to this new threshold, but instead continue to do what you do, and really just don't quit your day job, and certainly don't plan to do that, or like what I've heard some people do is take a year off and really try and build that audience up and try and build this content, because changes like this can really affect you. So like I said, I've had some conversations with people on Twitter, people that are part of my community and my audience. We've got Phil here, and there's plenty of other opportunity and content out there. Hey Phil, thanks for subscribing to that other channel. And just on that topic, see, I have recently created another channel. It's called 360 Tutorials. It is about 2 weeks old, maybe a little older, but it's right in that infancy where I've only got 3 subscribers now, 4, thanks Phil, and I'm wanting to try and of course build that up to be able to get access to some of these the features that help to make the channel more professional. I want to be able to have custom thumbnails, and these are all the questions that I was asking. Am I going to miss out on that? I want to have a custom URL. What do I do to get that? Because at the moment all I have to do is get 100 subscribers, and then I can drop that in there and make it look much more professional. So all those sorts of things are going on, right? And I'm thinking about this, and I guess let's just flick over quickly there to have a look at yeah, we'll just drop this up here. So here I am, I'm successfully ticking away there with this current stream, but I do want to just go into my new channel and show you what it looks like for someone who is, oops, not computer, switch accounts. There you go, 4 subscribers now, thanks Phil. 360 Tutorials, yeah. All this sort of stuff. Am I going to be trying to create that kind of content to get 2 million views? I don't think so. But if we're going to create a studio, this is what it looks like. The kind of challenge that we have as we are, just starting out. Channel features, right? So, obviously I'm able to upload videos. I can live stream at the moment. I can embed live streams. Things that I'm interested in to try and make the content more engaging as I click, and trying to demonstrate this to people are, custom thumbnails. Being able to actually make it look like a thumbnail that you want to engage in, with a title and some different colors, and rather than just a screenshot of some random seconds partway through the video. Not so interested in the paid content or super chat. I do want to have custom URLs, and really not so interested in the sponsorship. So those are the sorts of things that I am keen on making use of. And let's just get back to our regular channel. Get over here. Yeah, play. Cool. So 360 Tutorials, it's in its infancy, and I've got all those sorts of challenges. How do I get more subscribers? How do I get more watch hours? Of course, by creating good content. That's my focus. And I know it's in its infancy, it's a side project, but that's what I need to plug away at. Are the changes to the YouTube program, partner program, going to affect the way that I approach that? No. So, answering my questions, really, to get to it. We've got there's another comment too here from Odd Modlin, who also has to say that one challenge that creators have also is that claims on the content. So I had a video that I was recording. It was a 360 video walking down the main street of Auckland, Queen Street, and in the background there was a little puppet there that was doing his dancing and all that, and it was to a Ray Charles song. Now, I didn't add that music, I didn't attach it as a background track. It was there in the background, but because it got picked up, the AI and YouTube of course flagged it and said sorry, and then prevented me from live streaming for a little while. And those are the sorts of things that we have to look out for, because when the bots get involved, they don't always do a good job. Another example of that, regarding 365's channel, I did a live, or was going to do a live stream. And in the description of the contents or comments, I was basically just saying, hey, I'm about to do a promo for our shows and various things this week. Now, as soon as I went to go live, the word promo was flagged, and I believe that's what prevented me from going live. So those are the sorts of things that can be a challenge to creators as well, that when you've got bots that are doing a lot of sort of thing, how do you challenge that to try and be able to get yourself back online, back on the air, so that you can continue to create content? So I had come across a few things as I was looking into the problem and discovering it, and I'm thinking, well, what is this going to mean for us if we want to use cards? Now, cards are a feature where we can make a small pop-up come across the video as someone is watching it, and we can get them to engage with the rest of our channel, a specific video. We can direct people to a verified URL, so if we've got a website attached to our YouTube channel, then we can make use of that as well and direct people to that. And that is one of the features which is exclusive to the partner program. That to be a partner and you've reached that level, then you can get a verified link through to a website that you own that's attached or associated with the YouTube channel, and then when people click on that link in the card, then they can be directed through to your website. Exclusive to partners, that's something that I will lose because I haven't reached that threshold. And what about effective thumbnails? So one of the things I was trying to make with these tweets and sort of bringing people in and highlighting some of this content was, my first thought was, here's the YouTube Academy, showing you how to create all this content, giving you all this guidance around how to make more engaging content. How are you going to do that if the capabilities have been taken away from you and you aren't a YouTube partner? So those were my biggest concerns. I thought maybe I'd misunderstood some of these things as well. There was a catch-22 around monetized videos, so we sort of talked about that earlier. I thought, well, if I'm not monetizing my videos, are they going to not be further up the chain in search results? People not going to discover my content, and therefore I'm not going to get the following that I need to reach that partner threshold. So what have we got else here? Yeah, it's not as important to me about the monetization. So I dug in and managed to find a few things about this. Let's have a look here. Currently a feature in the end screen. Yeah, so I was thinking that this is the conflict in information. So this was a link through to the AdSense help, and it suggested that the end screen credits and the cards, and if you have to read it closer, it's only cards that link through to associated websites are the things that you would lose if you're no longer on the partner program. The crowdfunding side of it and fundraising bits and pieces. It is a little obscure here where it talks about such as end screens and cards that link to associated websites. I don't believe it means that end screen credits and annotations are going to be removed completely. You will still be able to add your subscribe logo and a link through to some of the content on your channel. So I believe those are still features that you'll be able to enjoy and take advantage of. So just that point about trying to raise 100 subscribers for 360 tutorials, and it seems that is not as much of an urgency to try and get that following before the 20th of February. That these capabilities, as we'll have a look at here, the YouTube Partner Program, I should actually bring that up just on screen. Let's have a look. See, I think I've still got it open here. Right, so this was probably the most helpful thread to actually describe it all to me. So this is a YouTube thread. It's on the product support, and that is by Marissa, the community manager. I don't belong to the community or dip in and talk and ask questions so much, but there's that summary of what you need to do to qualify, and obviously that's raised a lot of questions. So there was a post edit down here, an update. So these are the key things that really answered my questions. What creative features will I lose if I do not meet the partner program criteria before the 20th of February. And so we have custom URLs. You don't need to be part of that program to get a custom URL, but you do need to meet those requirements of having at least 100 subscribers, be at least 30 days old. You can see them there, haven't uploaded photos as a channel. You're really just trying to give that channel a more professional look than just having a list of videos. You're serious about having a channel. Scheduling custom thumbnails, so that you don't need to be part of the YouTube partner program. You will still be able to have those. You just need to have the channel verified. You'll also be able to schedule uploads. Live streaming will not be taken off you as well, though you still have to meet the same regular guidelines that your channel is verified and that you don't have any restrictions that have been slapped on you because it might have heard some content playing in the background when you're walking down a street. End cards. So it looks like all end cards will still be available for creators. That's no biggie there as well. What you will lose as you're not part of the partner program is that capability to fire out to external websites and links that have been verified. So I think that's a fair thing to make. That if you are serious about the channel and you have managed to gather a following, then that entitles you to be able to direct people towards another website. So I think this has really answered my question in terms of whether, and I do have to show you some of my thought process there, because as I'm working through it, I'm thinking that would be a really jerk move if these simple features that we just talked about were no longer available to creators. How are they going to get to that threshold if they can't make their thumbnails look decent, or they can't direct people to other content within the video using cards or in-screen annotations? So we have cleared that up. You can see that it's still available for the people who will no longer be on the YouTube Partner Program and are still trying to get to that level. Really, the question still remains around what is your motivation? Is your motivation to create a stream of income for you? Then maybe you need some more people on your stream. Maybe you need some more people on subscribing to your channel before you quit your day job. And that's my advice. Don't do that. Just put some time in here and there. Don't put in too much time unless you're kind of really trying to push yourself to get over that threshold. But do your calculations and make sure that you're not lowering your content to some public menace kind of crap that really doesn't help anyone. Sure, okay, it helps you, YouTube, because you got millions of people that are wanting to watch the crazy buffoon burn a mattress in a pool, but if you want to slap your ads over that, that's fine. That's, I think, the other challenge that people have with this, if we're talking about poor content, is when creators are have been elevated to a special status with YouTube, and they have been given a lot of attention, and they're obviously earning a lot of ad revenue for Google, then what's the true motivation for punishing bad content and bad behavior? There isn't any, is there? So that's really the challenge. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully this has helped you if you've come across this as a small time YouTube channel runner, creator, or whatever. Just don't panic. It's not like you're going to be losing some of these key features that will help you make your channel engaging. Continue to focus on creating good content. Be like me, the simple little barefoot YouTube creator who just wants to share content and make use of a good platform. And YouTube, just as a final message, keep improving your platform, keep listening to people. Don't just listen to the people on the partner program. Those of us here who are losing that capability or haven't quite made it yet, we also have some valid opinions around wanting to improve the platform. And one, of course, is within this live stream, if you can really improve the the commenting capabilities, then that would be certainly a way of making the live streams more engaging, and having the comments available after the stream so people can continue to engage with them. That's me signing off. Thanks for listening. Not bad, eh? About 25 minutes of wandering through my thought process. Keep creating good content and catch you out there. Bye for now.